Ahoy divers, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I am the Mariner, and we are returning for more satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. And there we go. Oops, never mind. There we go. I'm a little off kilter today, but we're back. Ahoy Twitch, ahoy YouTube, ahoy Rumble, ahoy Mojo, and ahoy Mariner Kitty. How's your Labor Day weekend going there, Mojo? Has it been laborious? Whoops, wrong keys. Alright, so, really brief recap. I have moved my elevator column back because I had to put these here. These, of course, are the plates to go into these assemblers for the reinforced iron plates, which would come down into here for the modular frames, which will come down into here to these manufacturers. So that I got that established, and then went and completely forgot about Satisfactory for a couple of days while I was playing No Man's Sky. More on that later. But I need to fill in some of this stuff. Oops. Can we reach? We can. Ha! Haha, okay. So you might have... I actually had to move this back 2 spots because the rock was here. Hang on a second. Let me check my audio levels. Ooh, Mojo has resubbed. You like me. You really like me. Thank you for that, Mojo. 34 months, 34,000 leagues with Deep Dive Gaming.
Thank you for exposing yourself to the soothing ambiance of a fix-it elevator today. I hope you feel refreshed.
Even Ada is saying thank you, Mojo. Okay, so the only thing that I'm not quite done yet, and actually need to go down one more floor because I have forgotten how many ingots we need to feed this. 75 per minute times 3, 225. Whoop. So, as you can see here, we've got these, So these need to be Mark IIs into here, and Mark IIs into there, and Mark II into here. We'll hook up the... Actually, no, that should be a Mark III. Also had a little bit of disappointment today, this morning, last night, this weekend, somewhere in that general area. I got to a certain point in the game and it was like, no, we are going to be infinitely harder than we've been for the rest of the game. And this is the final boss, so screw you. So I had to deal with some... I had to argue with the game for a while. Let's see, so that's 80. Why am I doing that? I want minus 80. 145. You know, I might just save this. No, we shouldn't. Actually, what I do think I will do, though, is make the smelter beside the smelter. See if I can make this. Oops. Did I point you in the right direction? I did not. Yes, Mariner Kitty. We know Mariner Kitty. Hi, Mariner Kitty. Do you want to say hello to the chat, Mariner Kitty? There we go. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, update on that. So my parents are going to be moving quite as soon as they were thinking. So I've got a little bit more time to get my place ready for Monty. But I have started the process. I did get some big boxes moved out temporarily. I'm also trying to figure out when I set up my room for streaming whether I want to go green screen or whether I want to have a backdrop like other streamers do that shows like stuff in the background. I think I'm gonna probably start with the green screen while I set up the stuff, because it's kind of like the whole process is kind of like satisfactory at the moment. It's like I have a minute amount of space to put stuff in. Why is that? These are Mark 1, is that right? Yeah, I'm thinking they're not right. Nah. Yeah, they're not right. Because these have to be fed 80. Because once I get lighting set up, I will probably go back to using my camera. And if I've got a nice backdrop, so I don't actually have to worry about a green screen, that would be helpful. But until I've got that fully set up, I'm probably going to have to go with the green screen, or just no cameras, not camera-ing, which is also a possibility. Oh, whoops. I was putting down the wrong type of smelters. Come on. Now I should be able to paste this. What else has been happening? I've been rewatching the season 1 of Wednesday and prep for season 2. I think this will work. Oh man, okay. So we need to join up 80, 160, 240. So yeah, we need to join up these three. It'd be nice if I could subtract 15 off of this, but I don't think. Been severely game hopping, spent almost a whole day cleaning up my Steam library. Just like turn one on, does it run? Do I like it? Nope, remove. Or have you just been making room? For some reason there were games that had files for on two different drives. Oh, I see. That had to be confusing. Let's see, where's the... It's taking up space that did not need taken up. Agreed. I've been game hopping, but in the other sense, where I'm playing a few different games, hopping back and forth between a couple of different games. Now that I've got No Man's Sky, I'm learning that game and figuring out what it's about. Been still working. I was trying to finish up Stellar Blade, and that was the game that decided, nope, at the very end, the final boss that you choose, like, it's one of those games where you have a choice between two different endings, and I guess I chose the harder of the two endings, but the game is in story mode. You wouldn't think the final boss would be super hard, considering all the other bosses that you've had to face. You could just brute force your way past. And I did a little research on it after the 5th or 8th time failing the fight, and learned that I should have had special equipment. I mean, I could have just kept banging my head against the brick wall until I finally succeeded, but I didn't feel like doing that. I'm actually going to make this straight, because that way I've got room over here in case I want to do something manufacturing wise. But yeah, I was very irked at that game last night. So I've started it over, and I'll be working on that game, even though I thought I was done with it. And then I'm gonna talk to Hero either tonight or tomorrow. See if, because we've had a long break with Stream of Consciousness, longer than intended, whether it's probably time just to move on to the next Zelda game in that series. Game hopping also is in the sense of playing one game for a bit and then hopping. So you were doing the way game hopping the way I thought you were doing. Ha 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 ha. I'm just taking a peek at my streaming numbers. Yep, that's what I thought. It's a holiday weekend. It's the last holiday weekend before things. So I'm thinking I'm not going to get a lot of people tonight, but I'm open to being surprised. Okay, so we got those set up. So I think that's done. Time for the next piece of the puzzle. And that is the encased industrial beams. So let's solve steel pipes, and then we can let's see. Do I even have that recipe? I does. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I think steel pipes is going to be the next solve, because we need the steel pipes also for the encased industrial beams. So we'll do some math here. So 10 encased industrial beams per thing. So 4 per minute. So 10 per minute. Okay, so 30. This one is 4 per minute. We'll reduce that down to 3 per minute. So that's going to be 18 steel pipes per minute. Per manufacturer. If my math is correct, 18 times 3. 54 plus 40 times 3 is 120. So 174 pipes per minute. Woof. I think we've got the resources for it. Oh, oops, I should have done that floor. Huh. Yeah, let's see where we can fit these in. I'm just going to put one here and see what it costs. Iron pipes. 25 per minute. 174 divided by 25. We're going to need 7 of these. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. 75 per minute. Okay. So we would do 3 of these and clock it down. So we would need, ooh, this is not going to be fun. Hmm, 240 times 3. I don't have the steel, the iron for that. At most, I've got enough for 1 1/3. Because this is going to be 240. Yeah, this is going to be 240 plus 80, so 320. Ouch. We may have to complement with Dimensional Depot downloader. Or we overclock these. I don't want to overclock. Let's see how much we can make with what we have. How much are we? So I don't think we're making steel pipes anywhere but that one place down here. What I might do is go ahead and go look and see how many pipes we're actually putting out. I want to go. Yeah, this looks like the right way. Meow. I was gone all afternoon. I think she's being extra needy. I think she's got food, but maybe I should go check really quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, she's got food. Come here, you. Fine. She's in that pay attention to me, but don't touch me phase. Or no, don't pick me up. Oh no, There we go. Yeah, we're only putting out 60 here. We could increase that, maybe. No, maybe not. We can increase it a little bit. I guess let's see what we're able to do over here first. Oh, and I forgot to check how our ACUs are coming. 123. Well, let's let that sit. We can Maybe do some industrial evolution unlocking here in a bit. Do, 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 do. Okay. Where's my corner piece? There it is. Ahoy, owl lover! How have you been? Busy with school as of late. How about you? I have been busy with life. I got back from vacation to find that things had happened, and things have changed enough that it has disrupted the rest of my year. So we're dealing with that. So that's 80 plus 240, so it's 320. Let's just put this up here for the pipes, and then figure out what we do from there. Maybe not. As it stands, we're only going to be able to do one. So it might be for the encased beams. Oh, they won't however, but they will get resolved. We'll keep carrying on as best we can. Okay. I think the best course of action is going to be a splitter. I think I'm gonna maybe have to stream in. Let's see, 40. 720. How many can we actually make? $75. We have an overclock that's 80. So that's not enough to feed into the manufacturers. How many, if we use an assembler Mark II, how many encased industrial beams do we get? Uh, 12 per minute, which is not going to be enough. It's half of what we need. It looks like we need 30 encased industrial beams. Ahoy gazoo! I guess 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock is when the people start showing up after all. Mojo noticed that little factoid the other day. Also, I cleared this out because that rock protrusion up on the next level looked a little weird. Just coming out of the metal, so I decided to remove the foundations. Probably do that one too. Okay, ow. Slouching. Okay, so we don't have enough iron left over without overclocking to make what's needed for either the pipes or the industrial beams. So we are going to have to do some overclocking, I think. Probably of this set. We'll leave that set alone. Leave those all running at the speed that we've got them at. But this is going to get overclocked. It's not going to completely solve our problem, but it'll be helpful. So I saw some power slugs over yonder, and I think one even up here. I'm gonna go get them and see if that helps at all. Whoops. Yep, there it is. Guess there's one in the other direction I didn't see. Well, There it is. There's another one that way, apparently. Oh, I see it. Oops. Aha. Come on, land on it. Ah. It didn't even let me land on the tree. Did you see that? Doggone it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I went right through the branch up there. There he is. No. We gotta sneeze. Ugh, there we go. Okay, apparently it was... Oh, I see it. I think that should be fine. Don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll overclock this just enough to get the steel pipes dealt with for the encased industrial beams. And then we'll solve our pipe problem. Oh, actually, I just remembered we have a wire problem to deal with as well. So abbreviate, I'll put a pin in the pipe thing and figure out the wire thing. Excuse me. So we need to get 300 wires over here. And the copper is over here. And it is a pure node. Whoops. Thought you worked on the wire Thursday. I think there was a different wire problem, Mojo. Yeah, I forgot to mention, it's coming to console. They put out a console announcement trailer last week? don't know if it's going to be cross-platform or not. Okay, so let's see. I want to do this. I'm missing miners. Well, that's a bummer. Must have used up all the ones I had. Trying to think what my wire problem could have been Thursday night. Because I haven't tried to power this thing yet. Oh, unless it was to power the elevator. No, because that I did off camera. What did I do? I think the decision was to make the reinforced iron plates with wire instead of bolts. But beyond that, I don't remember having a wire problem on Thursday. Oh, I don't have this unlocked yet. Okay. Why are you like this? There, that'll work. Okay, so same deal as before. We'll put a splitter there. We'll put smelters. Try and line it up as best we can. And fail. We'll just put it there. Fancy Modular leveled up her cooking apparently this weekend, except why she asked me for advice. I have no clue. I don't do a lot of frying. Yeah, I saw the fried chicken pictures she shared on your Discord. That just looks goofy. But it's either there or there, so it's whatever. Okay, so copper, copy, paste, paste. It did look pretty good. Oops, overstepped. Mainly does baked and crockpot goods. Thomas Flair, so she lives in Georgia, surrounded by a family that live in Mid-South and also fry everything, including Snickers candy bars. She's now want to learn how to make donuts. Interesting. Okay, so that's putting out 90. If we put a Constructor Mark II down. Oops, that didn't line up. Actually, I don't want it to. There's fine. $45.90. Okay. So, even though this is Mark II, almost season for apple cider donuts. Oh! I've never had apple cider donuts. I am now intrigued. I'm gonna hydrate really quick and apparently blow kitty fur off of my glasses. Okay. I have a thought. I don't think it would work though. No, it wouldn't work. If I could do Constructor Mark III that allowed 90 input, then that would work. But it's not. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Apples with Mojo, you might have to send me a sample because I'm very interested now. Let's see. Or I'm going to have to request a sample. That's how properly I should say it. Mojo, send me a sample, please. I'm intrigued. I needed to fix that. My brain was not working with it until I fixed that. Okay. 90 copper. How am I gonna do this? I guess I could do layered. Yeah, that might be cool. So constructor, let's put it there. Put that one there, so we're not clipping the arms. Then we'll do ooh, how are we gonna do this? Come on, stop that. Go where? Stop doing that. Small steps, baby steps. We're not walking across the train right now. Let's go ahead and follow the pattern we've been following. Yep. Okay, so one, two, three, 4.5. That's where the middle one goes. Yeah, just these little. Yeah, okay. So actually need to lift these up a little bit, I think. Because these are going to go like this. And I can put a splitter on it, but it has to be there. Which doesn't seem like it's that good of an ideal of an idea. Okay, maybe this is a bad idea. Yeah, this seems like a excuse me, bad idea. Whoops. Haha. So, to fix these, I'm gonna need to make 6 constructors. I'll fix this in a second. I want to so I'm thinking some quite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we don't have room for one more over here, so I'll have to make it over here. And I forgot to check. Oh shoot, you know what? I'm forgetting we only need 300. So 60, we could make these 5. I'll do 60. That's our 300. The bottom looking as you set your idle crew to clean, patrol, or do a split. Hey, interesting. Are you playing Starfield again, Mojo? Or are you talking about Fallout now? Starfield, okay. My only hang up is when they clean up. Are they trashing items? Or are they actually putting them in storage? Come on. Oh boy, excuse me. 30 times 5. Is that right? Actually, should keep this one at full 90. Spectacle Island is such a pain to power. Oh, I see. So 30 into there, or 90 into there. That splits off 30, 30, 30. Just be 60. No, this would still only be 30. I could go in directly into there. That would go there. That would go there. This one would be 30. Go into there. Okay. So then the merge. 60. Then 60. And then 60. So it's 180. Ouch. Got a cut hair in my eye. Not doing so well today. Hopefully I can get it together tonight. But we'll keep going. So this is 180, so it's going to need a Mark III. That's 30. How many is that? 60. Okay. So that gets us the 300 we need. Now the only question is how do we get it over to our assemblers that are down on this level. Yep. So I think we will do a splitter. Here. Well, maybe there. And then this. Let's see. What's straight up from here? Oh, no, we can't do that. How about that? Just send it up and look and see where it pops up. Whoops. Too low. But it should be fine. Put a hole there. Make sure that actually goes in, so I'll do this. Do another hole. I wasn't playing. I wasn't really playing server. I was just updating my mods and seeing if there were new ones I wanted to add. Oh, okay. I love that you can vertically bump things now. Just realized I need to make these Mark IV lifts. Okay, that'll work. Just gonna lay this down temporarily. Oops. There we go. Will it reach? It will not, dang it. What about here? Get no. That one will reach. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think if we do one there, down one on top. Might need to do one more. There we go. Get rid of all these. All right, so that does that. Got that dealt with. There's going to be some buku debugging after this setup when we power everything on. Alright, so that deals with that. Back to our pipes. Like I said before, I think we're only going to be dealing with the encased beams. Or encased pipe beams. So let's see, that was. Let's put an assembler here. Let's just see what this works out to. So 72. Oops, wrong button. Wrong number. 12. Requires 10. So, once again, we're going to do 3 of these. So 60 times 3 is 180. Actually, we may not need to do any overclocking. Let's put this back in then. So 10. Actually, I've got an idea. Where's my workbench? This may help me figure it out. It may not. Let's overclock this to 200. Or wait, let's make it 30 if we can. Okay, so that's 180 pipes per minute that we're going to need. Constructors. Okay, so we can do, that's going to also work out to be 3. But that's 720 ingots per minute. Still. I don't know if we can do that. I may reverse my strategy here, because these only need 40 steel pipes per minute to make the heavy modular frames. We can do 120 pipes easily. Because that's only going to be, let's see, actually, let's do what we were doing before. 480. Oof, that's still a big number. $40, $80, $120. Yeah. In order to do 120 steel pipes, we still need 480 ingots. But that's a more feasible number. I don't know why I keep forgetting to use the elevator here, but whatever. What was that number? 480? Yeah, put that down here. Because I can't remember. Normally, I'm just going to do this. Okay. 480 per minute. Woof. 80. 160, 240. 320. So the 80 from there, so we just need to do 400. We'll separate this out. This is going to need to be 400 out. Okay, to do that, we're going to need to do summer sloop. We can't do summer sloop out of here. Derp. But we can do summer sloop on the smelters. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. does not look square. There, 400. Wait. There, 400. 200 out of each. Add the 80 to it from here. Really? Why is that uneven? There. Ah, come on. Yeah, they're just too close together now. I'm tired. It's been a long weekend. I'm too busy in my real life solving problems. I don't have enough brain power left over for Satisfactory. Still not. Ugh. Oops, that was backwards. There. That should work. Yes. And then this will join up with that. I just gotta figure out where to send them down the line to feed into here. Probably over here somewhere. Might even do it on a single elevator, because conveyor belts Mark IVs can do 480 per minute. So I think that might be it. Whoops. Ow. So yeah, we'll probably do a splitter about here. How far are we back? Yeah, put it here. Oops. Nope, we don't want to do that. It's going to run into that wall. Probably here is going to work. Except we got to get it centered. There we go. Alright, there. And it's only 40 per. So... like that. Oh, I want to put down brackets. Oh wait, no. Leave it there, dum-dum, and then just put the things in, and then we'll pretend. Like that. And there. Maybe there. There. Now if we have to redraw them, we can later on. So now, let's send them down We oof. Where would the ideal location be? Oops. Maybe even with this one. Let's find out. Let's see. Audience participation. What? Oops. What have you all been watching lately? So at the beginning of the stream, I've been watching Wednesday Season 1 and prep for Season 2. Also been watching some K-dramas. One called When the Phone Rings. It's kind of interesting. Kind of got me confused. There's a lot of mystery box drama going on. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Yep, that interacts, so we're going to have to do a curved. But this far back, that should be okay. Oops, missed. Okay. So that's everything except the encased industrial beams. So that's going to be another puzzle. We have concrete here. But if we go make an assembler here, just to see what the resources would be. We got 3 machines, 10 per minute, so I need to be able to do 30. I know I looked at this earlier, but I don't remember what we did. So 180 steel pipes per minute. I think we can manage the 150 per minute of concrete. Because this is a pure node. Just throw down the mine really quick. 240. And the constructor. Oops, wrong button. Ooh, okay, we're gonna need 2 of those. 337 per 300, say 100. La, 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 la. So yeah, we're gonna need 450 limestone per minute as well. Why is this so hard? We can make the limestone. Let's see, oops. 450, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be able to handle that load with overclocking. But we've got other limestone deposits down this way. If any of them are pure, we could do a couple of them. Use a couple of them. So there's a pure. There's normal. Pure, pure. Where are all the ones that are in the ravine? Maybe they're out of range. That is ridiculous how many resources are needed for heavy modular frames. I may have to puzzle this over tomorrow night. Got that one over there. Whoa. Okay. Blind drop right there. That only solves half of our issue though. It's awkward, but it's doable to make the concrete we need. It's the steel pipes that are a pain. I'm gonna write this down over here. 180 pipes per minute for 30 encased beams per minute. Just so I don't forget. There's so much. It's actually not that. Let's see. The base recipe might be a better solution, but that's still going to be. There's more concrete to do it, but it's more encased industrial beams per. The only problem is the steel beams then. So we would need, looking at this, we would need 3/4 of the amount of steel pipes. So that's roughly 135 steel beams per minute. But the yield is higher. It's a lot to process. If we do this. Oh, I wasn't even considering that. Okay. So if we do this, we only need, let's see, we need 30. So if we do 2 of these at 15. So that's 90 steel beams per minute. And 180 concrete. Still would need multiples of this. $540. Yeah, we might have to look into doing that instead. We can generate the concrete. We can make the concrete needed over here. Between that node and the node over there, we can make the concrete needed to make the beams. Just need to solve the iron problem. Or the steel problem. Beams or pipes. If we do, I think at this point we're going to have to do a dimensional depot downloader. To supply what we need. Like get it from somewhere, get the beams made somewhere else and dimensionally depot them in. Mix them with the concrete. But if we're doing that, why don't we just make the encased beams wherever we make, or the encased beams wherever we make the steel products, and then just do the dimensional depot to deliver the encased. Lots and lots to think about. We are doing the steel beams, steel pipes, and encased over here, I believe. Just so we have a supply. Yeah. That's a Constructor Mark II, making 45 per minute. It's making 15 per minute. So yeah, if we could just double our production over here. We could possibly just use the Dimensional Depot downloader to deliver the encased industrial beams over to the heavy modular frame factory. It's definitely a possibility. I can't remember if I left my factories open over there or if I burned them down first. And if I redesign, I really don't want to do any more overclocking unless it's absolutely necessary to round off the numbers. I don't know how many power slugs are in this game. I don't want to get near the end of the game and discover that it's a finite resource that I've used all of. Okay, I did clean up after myself there. Still, 75% of the parts that we need to make are made over here, so that's pretty good. I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I'll look into, before, either tomorrow night or before tomorrow night, I'll look into what it would take to double the production at our other location. See if it's even doable. Unfortunately, it would require overclocking, which I don't want to do. I don't know. I'll mull it over and we'll look at it again tomorrow night. And so, please join tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time, for more Satisfactory gameplay with Satisfactory. And then Tuesday night, I believe we have Stream of Consciousness. Like I said before, I'm going to talk to Hero about just moving on to the next Zelda game, because we've had a 2 or 3 week break. I don't think we can resume the conversation that we've been having on Skyward Sword, so might as well just move on to the next one. And then I'll be streaming Wednesday, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, and then we got Lagging Out. I'll be streaming on Lagging Out on Thursday night. Until then, enjoy Satisfactory. Fair winds and fun gaming, people. Bye-bye.